I'm here in my humble abode. My room. Yes, don't mind how my bonnet looks. I'm in the process of doing braids. So, stop talking, okay? Anyway, I have started this recording, okay? Because I need to talk about a book that I recently read, and I was like, I have to make a video about it because this does not make any sense. I gave this book 2.5 stars, okay? I have my tablet ready to give you some notes, okay? And you're probably thinking you gave it 2.5 stars. Are you going to continue the series? I feel like I have to. Because, bitch, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So basically, it is a book called I'm Not in Love, I Promise by Lauren Green. This is not a video to bash her. This is an analysis of me and to talk about my opinions and thoughts. Okay, I'm not bashing her. Okay? Let's get that out the fucking way, bitch. Anyway, I gave this book 2.5 stars. This is the first book of her series, and I have to talk about this because I saw her on Lemon 8 promoting her book, promoting her book on Lemon 8. And I was like, I'm always down for recommendation by the girlies online, TikTok and Lemon 8. I'm like, oh yeah, check that bitch out. I'll put in a little folder, book recommendations, okay? I was very quick. I used to take some time to let it marinate into my folders, but I was quick. And I was like, okay, I'll read and see what it's giving because she gave the tropes. You know how people like present books. Don't mind this remote, okay? It's for the camera. Anyway, she put like, you know, little tropes with the cover. Stalker. I love a dark romance. I don't know what it is. I just like the stalker, dark romance trope. Like, I like it. Like, my favorite book, Lights Out. Ah! Don't blame me, bitch. Damn. So I indulged and got the book. Let me read you the summary of this fucking book, okay? He's the danger she never knew she craved. Med student Blake Hyland got it all figured out, or so she thinks. Enter Damon Axton. I never knew that was his last name. Okay. Masked vigilante by night, obsessive stalker by day. I have to talk about that, okay? Okay. He's dangerous, damaged, and can't stay away from Blake. Despite her best efforts, Blake's drawn to Damon's intensity and dark charm. Between his cheesy horror movie quips and her snarky comeback, she discovered there's more to her creepy stalker than meets the eye. But as Blake gets caught up in Damon's plans, she's forced to confront uncomfortable truths about those closest to her. The line between right and wrong blurs, and Blake must choose between her safe, predictable future and Damon's dangerous world. Can a by-the-book med student and a morally great vigilante find their happily ever after, or will the shadows of their past tear them apart? How to talk about this? So we can first start off with the title of the book. I'm Not in Love, I Promise, okay? It didn't make sense to me when I read it after because I was like, what? Like, what? You obviously are, both of y'all, like. But the one redeeming factor about this book, the smut is amazing. It's so good. It's like she knows what she's doing. I said she's that girl. Yes. But the whole vigilante thing was that I didn't know who the fuck his sister was. I was very confused. There's Damon, Leon, and Jasper. They're friends, but they say they're brothers, okay? Damon, the main nigga. He's a vigilante trying to help, I think, Jasper find his sister because she went missing her freshman year of college. Right? I was so confused. I was like, who the fuck is the brother? Because they're all saying, we're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're okay. Like, I was like, okay, who the fuck is the brother? Because they was all like, that's my sister. Who's the actual brother? I was so confused. Okay. But honestly, she did not, Miss Green, she did not do the vigilante thing good at all, because there's a point, you know, a little bit of conflict happening. They're trying to get a lead and they go to a club. Leon, Jasper, and Damon, they go to a club. And Jasper, he's kind of a fuck up, and Leon's more quiet, and Damon, a little weirdo who likes to stalk bitches, okay? So they go to a club trying to get a lead, talk to the club owner in the back, and a shooter happens, and Jasper gets shot, okay? Jasper gets shot. They shoot now, bow, 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 bow. They run home. And they're like, well, we can't go to the hospital. What do we do? Damon, bitch ass, is like, oh, I got somebody I know. The girl that he's stalking is the med student. So he kidnaps her, brings motherfucking Blake, is that her name? Yes, Blake to their house while he's wearing the mask. And she liked that shit. And the thing that pulled me in was like the goth and emo mentions like bands. Okay, I have to get adjusted because I need to talk about this. Okay? Oh my god. But they were talking about like little mentions of bands. I'm like, oh yeah, girl, like I listen to that shit heavy. Like, I don't know, I can't remember what band she mentioned, but kind of like Evanescence, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with the Sirens. I think that was mentioned, Sleeping with the Sirens. I believe. I was like, period, bitch, me too. I love them, period. But can I be honest, when that shooting scene happened, that set them back so fucking bad. I was like, they fucking suck at vigilantes. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I can't lie to you, in Lights Out, way better. You know? It wasn't giving vigilante. I can't even compare it. I'm sorry. Let me cut that shit the fuck out. Ugh, throw that shit away, okay? I don't know too many vigilante shit. There's like Hitman, but like that's different, you know? That's a job. Vigilante's like, I'm doing it because like I need to, bitch. Anyway. I have 2 quotes. They're dynamic. Blake knows that this man is stalking her, because he literally climbs in her window and it's like, hey, I'm here, girl. Hey, girl. I'm here. And she likes it. And I need to pull up the fucking book, okay? I'm getting heated as fuck. I'm getting heated as fuck. Because holy shit. Video's kind of all over the place because I'm remembering, because I literally finished this book like a day or 2 ago, okay? And I was like, I have to talk about this, but I didn't record it when I was done with the book. It should have been fresh in my mind, but okay. So in the beginning of the book, Damon, Jasper, and Leon are doing their vigilante work, scoping out a house. You know? Scoping out a house. And he sees Blake in her room, dancing, doing girly things, right? And she looks upset. And fucking Damon's like, what's wrong? How can I make it better? You don't fucking know her. Like, you don't know her. Talk about how can I make it better? Look at a man trying to step in and try to fix some shit. It's not your fucking business, bitch. Anyway. Then he finds out her name by going through her shit. He enters her room. Okay? He gets access to the house, goes into her room, and finds out her name. He's like, yep, name of my future wife. What? It's a stalker romance, so I have to let it slide. And then, here's a trope I didn't think I was going to see. Blake has an ex. She caught the man cheating on her. He comes to her house. And she still feels a little something for him. Your feelings should be out the fucking door. That man cheated on you. What are we talking about, girl? What are we talking about? He cheated on you. Why are you still trying to get with that man? And she's like, psyching herself out, like, because they're med students, her and her ex are med students. So she was like, he invited her to a gala, and she was like, oh, I should like stick around so I can get some connections. She doesn't get any fucking connections. He just used her because he's a sucky ass fucking med student who keeps popping pills, okay? And she still feels something for him and still worried about that man. Oh God! Like, stand up, ho, like, stand up. Then there's one scene, okay? One scene. Damon says, I need to get my buddy Jasper some pain pills because the bullet wound is hurting him and he needs some pills. So he goes to Blake and he's like, I need some pills. You know where I can get some? And she's like, at my ex's house because he keep popping the pills. They go to the nigga house. Go through searching. Her ex is there, okay? It's the one redeeming scene. I was like, okay, I might have to continue. She keeps saying her ex's name, which is Ethan. She's like, oh, Ethan this, Ethan that. And Damon tells her in his mask, if you say that man's name one more time, you gonna get some. I said, ooh, what is it, what is it? Ooh. So she says it one more time. She thinks that he lets it slide. No, girl. They go into his room. Ethan is in the bed, passed out. He literally took some pills, okay? Passed out. They find the pills, they take the pills. Damon said, no, you said his name, so you must be punished. Ah! I was like, what? I was up. I was like, what, girl? What is he gonna do? He makes her give him some sloppy toppy in the bed while Ethan is sleeping. I was like, what the fuck? What is going on? But I was like, I kind of like it. That was the one redeeming scene where I was like, I have to pull through, okay? So, the vigilante work that Damon is doing is kind of backtracking, like I said before, because he's so obsessed with Blake. He's literally thinking like, oh, like, I could probably, you know, move away with Blake and just say forget about this whole vigilante work. That's the whole point. You're supposed to help your friend find his sister, and you're talking about, oh, I'm about to give up cause I got a girl. Like, what the fuck? Then, you know, Miss Blake is like, I like him, even though he stalked me and he kidnapped me and made me do these things, but he's so nice, it makes me feel better than my ex. Okay, girl. On paper, he looked like a good boyfriend, but back there, no, he's not. Anyway, so they get together, boyfriend, girlfriend. He says, quote for quote, bar for bar. He says, oh shit. He said, I hate that she doesn't trust me, that the start of our relationship has to be that way. She'll come around soon enough. She has no choice. No choice, buddy. What? Anyway. And then she says, first of all, she said, if I'm being honest, his creepiness makes me feel special and cared for in my own weird way. But let's go near the ending, right? Let's go to the ending. She says that bar for bar, word for word. That's what Blake said, okay? She knows the nigga stalking her. The nigga got into her house, kidnapped her, made her do illegal shit. He, in the beginning of the book, went into her room, stole some underwear, photos, and her necklace from her dead brother, okay? Put it in a box at his place. She stays at his place because some shit went down and somebody's trying to go after her. Okay? Her friend is there. Her friend visits her for her birthday or whatever the fuck. And her friend is like, your boyfriend is a red fucking flag. Let's figure out what the fuck is wrong with him. So they go through his room. Blake's friend finds the box full of the shit that he stole from her house the first night he stalked her. And she's like, oh my god, he took my shit. Oh my god, he was stalking me. Girl, I could have told you that fucking ages ago, bitch. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, and you know he was stalking you. And he know. And you knew. Ah! God. It's like she shut all off. And she was getting ready to break up with the man because she finally set in her body that he was really stalking her. And it's like, girl, you said so. And she says, I know how much he loves to chase me, but I'm just learning how much I love to be chased. You like to be chased by a stalker man who kidnapped you and made you heal up a man who got shot and you don't even know if it was legal or not. Oh my god. And when she's about to break up with the man, after her current brother get shot and murdered with the vigilante shit, come to find out her brother, who was off working and she was in that fat ass house alone, was the one doing the human trafficking, which is kind of the link to the vigilante shit to find Jasper's sister. She wants to break up with the man after they, first of all, Blake was kidnapped, okay? Blake was kidnapped, and they got her. They go to a hotel, and she get ready to break up with Damon. She's like, yeah, I found a box that you stole all my shit. You stalked me. So they go outside in like the woods to talk about it. This nigga Damon basically gassed the fuck out of her. And he was like, you know, this is what I'm about. This is my darkness. I hate when men say that. You haven't seen the dark side of me. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut up. But he basically was like, you're mine. Shut the hell up. Well, not like that, but he was like, you know, this is what I am, what I'm about. So I don't know why you do this, and they end up fucking in the woods. Have a backbone, Blake. What the fuck? I get it's a dark romance. And they both freaky deaky. Don't even get me started on freaky deaky. I hate when men, I hate when men say, oh, you haven't seen my dark side yet. Let me tell you something, okay? Damon, in the beginning of the book, they're scoping out the house for the lead, okay? Jasper goes in, okay? To scope out the scene, talk to some niggas, make some friends, okay? Comms go off because he getting sloppy toppy from a Russian bitch that was Blake's brother's girl. I don't know what the fuck happened with that shit. The bitch went missing. She left the house. I don't know what the fuck happened. Anyway, Jasper put cameras in the house, Blake's house, okay, that she's staying in. And Leon was telling Damon, like, oh, Jasper put these cameras in the house, even in the shower. And Leon was like, there was a cute brunette that was in the shower. And Damon was like, oh, fuck, that's Blake, the girl I'm obsessed with, and I'm going to stop now. And he tells them to delete the footage. He tells them to delete that footage. Then let me tell you what the fuck happened. Let me tell you what the fuck. I was not expecting this to happen in this book. Damon, Leon, and Jasper are having a wrestling match. They're literally wrestling in their living room at the apartment. Blake is there because, like I said before, somebody was plotting to come after her. They had photos and shit of her. So Damon was like, you're coming to my place with my brothers, Leon and Jasper, okay? They're having a wrestling match. Shirts are off. Da-da-da. And for Blake to break it up and for her time with her man, she's like, I need you upstairs. And Damon's like, bye guys, I gotta go, bye. So I'm thinking they were to go upstairs and do the freaky deaky. No. They were off something. They were drinking. I think. Okay? And Jasper says some outlandish shit And he's like, oh yeah, Damon used to share his girls with us. What? Okay. And Blake is like, oh, okay. And then Damon is like, Blake, get on your hands and knees in front of them. Like, get on the floor. Like, we gon' fuck with Jasper and Leon in the room. And Blake is like, what? What? And they fuck with Jasper and Leon in the room. And Jasper and Leon are tugging it, watching them fucking in the room. The living room. And they both relieve themselves watching their brother and Blake get it down in the living room. Okay? And they don't talk about that after it happens. They don't talk about that ever again. And even Blake was like, I wonder if they would, thought they would mention it. They don't ever mention it. It's like, yeah, it happens. What the? Like, and that's not nothing. Like, oh. And like, Blake was seeming really excited that, oh boy, Jasper and Leon was, getting off to them doing the do in the living room. And it seemed like she wanted them to join. So I was thinking like, oh, this is about to be a reverse harem situation. It never becomes that. You wanna know why? I can't. Like, just thinking about this book makes my mind spiral. Because I'm thinking it's something that is supposed to be, and it's not. And I'm like, and you know what the best part is? This book ends on a cliffhanger. You wanna know why? You wanna know why I thought this video? Because Miss Lauren Green herself said my new book for the second part of the series comes out this week. This week. It came out this week. I got the book on Kindle. It was $4. I don't have the Kindle Unlimited, I'm sorry. I'm not paying some dollars a month for some books, okay? I'll buy the shit, okay? I bought it. And this book is about Jasper and Blake's friend, whose dad is a cop. And Jasper just seems fucked up, having drug problems, because his sister is gone. And there's 3 books, so I'm thinking the 3rd book is gonna be by Leon. Leon is very fucking quiet, okay? Nothing about him. I don't know what the fuck's up with him. But I don't even know who the 3rd girl could be. Maybe Bailey. I don't know. But they were like, oh, it's my sister. No. This book threw me for a fucking loop. And I gave it 2.5 stars because it didn't make sense to me in my brain. In my opinion, it didn't make sense to me why shit was happening and why shit wasn't being said and why shit wasn't being communicated. And fucking Blake pissed me the fuck off. And her actions. And Damon sucked as a vigilante. All 3 of them niggas sucked as a vigilante. And you're never perfect at vigilante work. It's probably hard as fuck. But it seemed like they should have been better. Like it seemed like they've been doing this shit for years. But it sucked. And Damon was always talking about my dark side. And he had these violent outbursts sometimes, killing, like, knocking niggas out. I don't even know if he killed anybody, just cuz. Like, he beat up Ethan because he was like, don't do anything to Blake ever again. And Ethan was like, okay, please. And then he beat up a drunk man at a Halloween, like, festival they went to. A burlesque show that they went to for Blake's birthday. and he like stabbed his hand through a drink. I don't think he died. He's always talking about darkness, darkness. Bitch, you not even killing niggas. I didn't get the title. I'm not in love, I promise. You obviously are. And who was the one making the statement talking about I'm not in love? Blake? Damon? Damon was obviously in love with her. It didn't make sense. It felt choppy. Yeah. And it seemed like the mafia is gonna be involved. I think it's the mafia. I don't know. Like, it seems things are just not said into the universe of this book. You know? And I'm like, what? I'm rereading shit like, what, girl? Anyway, that's my rant. If I honestly, I'll come back, because I'm going to read the second book. I got the book purchased in my Kindle app. I will talk about the second one. I started a little bit. It's okay so far. So far. That's about it. Anyway. Love y'all. Bye.
And it goes a little something like